We are going to get into it with a reading, starting out with this Neoteric Feminine deck. I'm over here because we've just got some really intense lighting over there by the window today, so sometimes you just got to move it around. Giving this a good shuffle, and we're going to see, what does Spirit want us to know today? Ooh, so 3 of Cups in the reverse. So some of y'all I'm sensing, it's almost like you thought you were going to have a reason to celebrate, but it was short-lived because of an outside influence here with this 3 of Cups in the reverse. Page of Swords in the reverse. So kind of sensing that maybe someone gave you a false promise is what this is saying. Like someone kind of came into your energy and gave you an offer of love, and then they ended up, it ended up being a false promise, and they ended up kind of, maybe they already had a wife, maybe they, entertained somebody else while they were entertaining you, and you kind of thought that it was going to be something a little bit more exclusive because they gave you that idea. Yeah, 4 of Cups. So there's definitely like mutual like love on both sides, obviously, but this person's not acting like it. Like they're not giving you what you deserve here. So you've kind of had to be forced to pour into your own cup here a little bit, which is fine. Like we should all pour into our own cups, but it also feels good to be nourished by somebody else sometimes, Yeah, 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like they gave this idea that they were going to pour into your cup more because they wanted to build a life and a future with you. And then their actions just proved differently. And it's like they just told you what you wanted to hear because they wanted to keep you around, even though they weren't ready to be that for you. And my last reading that I did was, this person wants to be the emperor that you see in them. They want to be that person, but it's like with the 7 of Swords, it's like too much responsibility for them, or they just haven't healed their wounds from the past here with the 7 of Swords. So they're just not ready. For some of y'all. And yeah, I love y'all. I love my viewers. I love you for commenting. But, it's like some people are definitely getting tired of waiting, and I totally get that. And they're like ready to give up. And it's like, I fully support you pouring into your own cup. I fully support you not giving to a person that doesn't give to you. I fully support you standing in your own ground and giving to yourself. Like I said, pouring into your own cup. But when you give up on this connection, they can feel that energy and they will mirror that, and they will, give up on it as well, because you're not giving them anything to, to want to be there for, when you give up on it. When you're like, I'm done, it's like, okay, why would they want to fight for that? Why would they want to pick up their swords for that when you're, closed off to this energy, when you're already giving up on it? And, if they've given to somebody else in the past, I totally understand why you would want to give up on it. But I just imagine that you probably wouldn't be watching if you didn't hold on to some sort of hope, So don't, if you do have that hope, don't give your energy to the doubt, give your energy to the hope. And, give your energy into yourself. Give your energy into giving yourself what you want from that person. Like, you want this person to buy you flowers. You want this person to take you on dates. Take yourself on dates. Buy yourself flowers. You just want this person to freaking snuggle you, hold a pillow, listen to some heart healing like frequencies or something, like find something to kind of replace that like oxytocin, or find some way to release those hormones that you get from this person, because a lot of it is like straight up withdrawal from hormones, and you can find ways to cope without this person, and start to give that love to yourself for real. And it's not, I feel like society has put so much pressure on women to like be in a relationship, or else they're a loser and they're pathetic, and no one would want to be with them. But I would so much rather be alone and be single than accept the crap that I accepted from my exes. Like, no. If that person is not giving you what you deserve, be single. Don't put up with their crap. Like, it is much better to feel alone and snuggle in yourself than to feel alone when you're with somebody that doesn't want to snuggle you. Like, that's just ridiculous. And it's not worth the hurt. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. You can give that to yourself, but you're like not accepting that. And, I've said this before, but how you treat yourself and how you treat your space sets a precedence for how others want to treat you. So if you're not giving these things to yourself, like this person isn't going to either, because they're going to think that that's not something that you need, like learn your love languages. I really love physical touch. Acts of service, that's a big one for my partner. He really loves acts of service, and that's a way that he loves to show that he cares for me. Like yesterday, he cleaned up the kitchen a whole bunch because I just haven't had the energy to do it. And, like he works away all day and I'm here at home all day. So it's like, I have to sit here with it. And so normally I just knock it out, but I've just been a little bit burnt out from from traveling and from fasting and all kinds of things. So it really helped me out. And, my love language is physical touch. So I probably would have just been fine, if not better, if he had just snuggled me and then I did the dishes the next day, But at the same time, like, when I woke up this morning and the kitchen was clean and I could just like make my tea in a clean kitchen and like go about my day without having to worry about the dishes, like that was awesome. And it was totally worth it. But if your love languages aren't compatible, there are so many different ones: acts of service, physical touch, those are like the main ones in my relationship, but there's a whole bunch of them. Gifts. Some people really just want you to like get something that made them think of you, or made you think of them, I think is what I was trying to say. I don't even know. Sometimes it's hard. But yeah, it's all about giving and receiving, Thinking about Joey and Friends. He's trying to write a speech for Monica and Chandler's wedding, and he's like, it's all about giving and receiving, giving love, receiving love, and it's just really funny. But that's what it's all about. It's like, learning how someone wants to receive love and learning how they give love, and, finding out how to balance that out and what people need at different times. Because like sometimes I need the dishes cleaned and sometimes I need a freaking hug because I'm freaking upset and I need to be held, So it's just something that you really need to learn about each other and how to be compatible. And like, if you don't know it about yourself, you need to discover it within yourself and how to give it to yourself, Yeah, Five of Wands. And it's like, y'all didn't know how to communicate that. And that might have led to a separation in this, It might have even led to them seeking the love that they, were craving elsewhere. And that's not to say that it's like your fault that this person, went to somebody else. That's not how this works. But they've done studies like, a lot of time they say that men, they cheat because they want variety or something like that. And women tend to cheat because they're not getting, the attention that they desired in their partnership. And it's because, this person wasn't doing acts of service for them, or they, never even got them flowers because flowers are pretty and flowers made them think of her, stuff like that. So, that's not to say that it's okay to cheat or, that it was your partner's fault. But, cheating is always a symptom of an underlying problem in the relationship, It is not like I'm saying, it takes two to tango in a relationship. Sometimes it takes five to tango. But yeah, like the wands has everything to do with communication and like responsibility and like, yeah, just taking responsibility for your actions and you know, your misgivings. Yeah, Queen of Cups in the reverse. It's like, you know that you deserve this love that you crave, but you don't know how to ask for it. You don't know how to communicate it. And that's kind of, you know, part of the reasons that you've had failings in your relationships in the past. Almost. So, you know, I'm definitely going to do an extended reading. We're going to kind of see a little bit more about this relationship, but it kind of seems like it's more of your relationship to yourself. Again, not to plug my Empress embodiment event, but for some of y'all, I think this could really help with the situation that you're in, to just discuss with other divine feminines, like how to be in your divine receptive energy. And, you know, that's something that I work on every single day, like manifesting. I've manifested the career of my dreams. I've manifested the apartment of my dreams in the state that I've wanted to live in for a really long time, that I've been working toward. Not a really long time, like, you know, took about a year to kind of realize and save up. And then we had an accident with the car that ended up kind of giving me more money to fuel the journey to get to Colorado. But now I'm in the relationship of my dreams. And, you know, I'm doing things that I had only dreamed of being able to do a long time ago, like with my aerial silks and shibari and stuff like that, like stuff that I just didn't think that I was capable of because of, you know, just preconceived notions about like whose body type was allowed to be in rope or in aerial silks, and that's just like in everything that you do, you know. And it's just, when you have these preconceived notions of what you're capable of, it really kind of limits you and closes the door for you here with this Queen of Cups. So I really kind of, you know, it's in the reverse. So that's why I'm saying, you know, you have this potential. I see it in you, you see it in yourself, but you're not seeing the results. And that's why, you know, it's in the reverse, because you kind of need to work on this relationship with yourself. So we're going to tune into that energy with our extended reading that's going to be on Patreon. And, you know, I definitely think that for some of y'all, if you're interested, the Empress, the embodiment event could definitely be a help to you. And I'm releasing a video about that as well. So if you're interested in that, check out my channel. It's going to be on there. Empress embodiment event. I think that might just be the title of the video, but it might have a little bit more to it than that. Anyways, thank you all so much for tuning in. We're going to get into it with the extended and just kind of see where we're at with our relationship to self here. So thanks so much for tuning in. And if you're interested, it is all in the description. The link is in the description box for my Patreon. So thanks so much, and you all have a lovely day.